Hey sis, I'm Sam. I'm a doula and mama of 4, here to give you some real talk and support about pregnancy, birth, postpartum, and beyond. In this video, I'm showing you how I pack my diaper bag for a newborn, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old. Now this packing strategy is for a typical 2-hour outing at most. Let's say you're going to the grocery store or going to Target. This is not a full day packing bag. This is definitely not an overnight bag. Those are for other videos. If you'd like to see those types of videos, leave me some suggestions in the comments below. Sis, if something happens in those 2 hours that I didn't prepare you for in this packing bag, I don't know what to tell you. Those are some extraordinary circumstances. May the odds be in your favor. So if you're ready to see this mama of 4 pack this diaper bag, then keep on watching. First off, I feel like we should talk about the diaper bag itself. This bag is in my newborn essentials video that I have in part 1 and part 2. I'll link the videos down in the description and up on the screen here, but I recommend a backpack type of diaper bag. It doesn't even have to be labeled as a diaper bag, but one that fits like a backpack is going to be essential for moms, whether you have one baby or you have multiple children, because there will be times where you will need both of your hands free, and the backpack straps are fantastic. I've tried the ones that just are the shoulder strap, more like a tote bag, but you're constantly fidgeting with them. A lot of them don't even have a zipper top, and some of them don't have multiple compartments. A backpack will last you for years to come. I would recommend a bag that is water resistant and that isn't too big. Why? Because we have a tendency to just fill the bag all the way to the top, even if we don't need to bring those items with us. If you have a little bit smaller of a bag, you're less apt to overpack for your 2-hour outing. All right, let's jump into what I actually have packed in this bag. And stay till the end because I actually have one last little bonus tip for your toddlers specifically. First things first is a changing pad. This one came with the diaper bag, but you can just also pack a very thin blanket, or you can buy a separate changing pad online just to lay your baby on whenever you're going to the restroom and you're putting them on that nasty changing table. You want at least a little bit of a barrier to help you out. The next thing is one of my favorite things, also included in my newborn essentials list, is a muslin swaddle blanket. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna be swaddling your baby while you're out, but this blanket is so big that it can be used for multiple different things. I like to use this as a nursing cover-up. If you're nursing, quick tip, the way I do this is I fold it into a triangle. I tie it around my neck like I'm gonna have a lobster dinner, and baby is covered, but not too hot. Also, if you're not nursing, this is a great spit up rag, and you can burp your baby, protect your clothing. It's a must-have for me in my diaper bag. The next thing is a wet dry bag. I have 2 of these and I use them all the time. If you are a cloth diapering mama, you know what a wet dry bag is, but you don't have to be a cloth diapering parent to take advantage of all the benefits of a wet dry bag. In one compartment, you keep all of your dry stuff, your dry diapers, your dry changes of clothes, and in the other compartment, if you have an accident, if someone has a blowout, someone spills on their shirt, you have a space to put your wet stuff. Now inside my wet dry bag, I have items for 2 of my children, a baby and my 2.5-year-old. My 2.5-year-old doesn't need much, but she does have accidents every once in a while, so I still have an extra pair of shorts and undies for her just in case. My newborn will need 2 changes of clothes. I always go with 2 because it never fails. You'll pack 1 change of clothes, you put them in a new diaper, they have a blowout like 5 minutes later. Pack an extra one, just do it for me. Okay, it'll make my heart feel better if I know that you're packing at least 2 changes of clothes for your 2-hour outing, just in case. Depending on the weather, I make sure to pack extra socks and maybe an extra hat for the newborn specifically. And of course, you have to have the star of the show, the diapers. Disposable diapers. If you're going with disposables while you're out and about, I would pack at least 2, maybe 3, but don't feel like you need to overpack. If you're a cloth diapering mama, I also suggest cloth wipes because they're really easy to wipe and clean up baby, but also your toddlers. Let's say you're out and about and they get messy because they will. I don't know how they get sticky from the vehicle into the building and from the building back into the vehicle, but somehow they get sticky. And I pack just some cloth wipes, not only for changing stinky wet booties, but also to wipe hands and faces of my toddler. And actually, you might be able to use this for you. If someone ends up spitting up on you, you can just clean that up. And then cloth diapers, if you're a cloth diapering mama, I have them already stuffed. These are pocket diapers. I have them already stuffed and ready to go. And that is how I use my wet dry bag. If you choose to bottle feed while you're out and about, my suggestion is to pack the bottle with the water that you're going to need to mix the formula with. Why? Because you don't know the quality of the water that you might be getting out of the tap, or if you're at a restaurant, they're gonna have to get the water for you, and I'm just enough of a control freak to not trust that. So I pack the water that I know that I have from home, and I pack it to the appropriate amount of ounces. If you are formula feeding, you don't need to pack the entire canister. You don't need to pack this entire thing in your diaper bag. It starts to get really heavy. My suggestion for a 2-hour outing is to get a little carrier to put 1 to 2 servings of your formula in there. Look how less space this takes up in a diaper bag rather than the full canister, right? Then when you're out and about, you have the water that you trust, you have your formula, you can dump it in, shake it up, and then all you'll have to do is figure out how to heat it. I've had one baby who didn't care if it was cold, warm, room temperature. Some babies do care a little bit more, and then you'll just have to heat it up. Now for the other hooligans that I'm carting around, my toddlers, I make sure to pack a drink for them as well. I don't go crazy, they will just have water. These are just little sippy cups that I love. They mimic a cup, so my 4-year-old doesn't feel like he's acting like a baby because he's drinking out of a sippy cup. This is a spill-proof, tip-proof cup, like a sippy cup, but it's shaped more like a actual cup. But I pack it with water because if something crazy happens and someone makes a mess, it's just water. It's not juice that's gonna get sticky and smelly. It's not milk that's gonna go bad if I forget to take the cups out of the diaper bag when we get back home. Take it from me, from experience of having done that, you just wanna pack water, and most kids will be satisfied with that. You can't forget about yourself and your hydration, so just pack something small. This one is about 12 ounces, so enough to get me through a 2-hour stretch. In this top compartment, I put a few little snacks for me and the kids. I like these Cliff Bars because they're single serving. My kids like the taste of them and they're not too messy and too sticky. For the baby, I have an extra passy in here that stays in the diaper bag or in the car seat. I also use a travel clip only when we're out on the go. I don't use this when we're at home, but what happens is the baby will be in the car seat and fall asleep with the passy in their mouth wide open, and the passy will fall out. And then when they wake up, they'll be crying because they don't know where it's at. Another kid in the back seat can easily find the passy and help put the passy back in the baby's mouth. If you only have one child, it's a lot easier at a stoplight, a stop sign, or if you pull over on the side of the road to reach back there, feel around for the strap, and help get that passy back in the mouth. We're almost to that bonus tip, so if you're finding value in this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you share it with a new mama in your life, or a new mom who's going from 1 kid to 2 kids, 2 kids to 3 kids. You know, we could all use a little help in our lives. A little pro tip here is to get yourself some of these simple stroller clips. Sometimes you don't want to have the backpack on your back, you just want to be able to feel a little more free. Maybe your shoulders are getting a little tired, and these stroller clips can be used on a stroller, on a shopping cart, and they hook on to the back of the stroller, and then they Velcro onto the stroller or the shopping cart. Now we've made it to the bonus tip. This one is specifically for those mamas who have toddlers. Fun fact, I am not above bribing my children. It never fails. You get stuck somewhere, and it's not the infant that is giving you grief, it's the toddlers. So pack some specific little things for them. I have 2 groups of items, entertainment and bribery items. The first items for entertainment are just some little trinket things that I got from the dollar spot. A little miniature Etch-a-Sketch. I have 2 of these, one for the 2-year-old, one for the 4-year-old, a little car, a little dinosaur, and these stay in the diaper bag. Why? Because since they don't have them very often, they feel like they are new toys, right? And they get to rediscover them every time. Also, if we're sitting in the car and I'm nursing the baby for 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how hungry the baby is, I'm not one to really throw my kids in front of a screen. So these little things, they seem like they're new even though we've had them for a long time, and they just have so much fun with these during that 15 to 30 minutes that I'm nursing. The last tip has to do with bribery.
Sorry, not sorry.
But I have a 300 pack of these little lollipops, you know, like what they used to have at the bank. Do they still do that at the bank? I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments below. When I was growing up, I loved going with my mom to the bank because they always had these little lollipops that they would give the kids who were being good at the bank. You know, it worked on me, it works on my kids. I need them to be good, and we're really running out of patience. I really mean I am running out of patience. Then I will incentivize them with some lollipops. I keep them in here. I have a 300 pack of them. I haven't run out of them yet in, you know, over a year and a half. They've been a great tool for me to use when I really need to. This is all I pack for a 2-hour outing. My tip, don't overpack, keep the trip short, and you'll be golden. I'll see you in the next one.